the comments off. See, it's different. Like on your gig, the comments are separate. But here, the comments roll right across the guest's face. I don't like that shit, you know? So I'm going to drop those for right now. We'll bring those back in a minute. Let's get rid of the comments and take them off. Hey, brother, thank you. And welcome to the Michael Colyar SuperStar interview, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, Mike. I'm just, I just hopped out the shower and just ran over here, hide in the corner. Don't hide out, but man, everything is good, man. You know what I mean?
Man, I appreciate you. I mean, think about this. We just, last night you said you were going to do the show. Neither of us knew that Paul Mooney had transcended yet, man. You know? And to be able to talk to you today about him, this is deep, you know?
It's great. Like, when I see some of the pictures of Paul Mooney, because, you know, like, when you pass on, everybody be coming up with their pictures and everything, man. It's just a reminder, man, while you here, you better lift it up and keep a smile on your face. You know what I'm saying? Because you really want to remember for the good thing. You want to be remembered for it. So, you know, I do my best to attempt to be somebody who, you know, keep it happy when you're in my presence.
Yeah. Have you met him? You knew him? Did you know Paul?
I met Paul, yeah, man. You know, out here in LA, you run across a lot of people, man. And I met Paul when I first moved to LA. I didn't know him real good, but I'm just saying, I met Paul Mooney. Running this club called the Ha Ha.
Yeah. That's over there on Lancashire, over there in North Hollywood. No ho.
Yeah, with the club owner who charged the comics the same price he charged everybody else for drink.
So you perform the same night you perform?
No. I didn't perform. Actually, I was straight New Jack out here, man. A lot of people didn't know about me. I used to laugh at how, you know, the way you get treated when people don't know you when you first move to LA.
Right.
Oh, Michael Colyar, when you first moved to LA to get stage time, it's not easy. And I knew that the word would get out who I was. Oh, that's Corey. He ain't no New Jack or whatever had to be said to get me on the stage. But when I saw Paul Mooney, I had just moved to LA. So I seen him a couple of times after that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's like he got a history out here in this comedy game that is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? I know he was a guy on stage, man. He knew how to capture the audience. He had that stage presence that, man, it's like, yo, it was there. You by me meeting him, you know what I'm saying, in the early like 2000s, you know a vet when you see one. When he was on stage, by to command the room.
Well, you know what I think you two have in common, though, is you both fearless. You both go on the stage and say what the fuck you think, period. You know, Paul Mooney ain't never bite his tongue. You don't ever bite your tongue. You go out there and give it to them straight with no chaser and don't seem to give a damn how they feel.
Yeah, man, you know, and that's what, it's my therapy. I don't need a therapist. I just need the mic and the stage.
So we from the same projects, Robert Taylor Homes, right? You Robert Taylor Homes?
Robert Taylor Homes, 5266 South State.
Now, is that still the white buildings or the red buildings?
That's that last white building.
Oh, wow.
Primo called the hole.
Oh, man.
You was 48. What was yours?
I was 4352 South State. I was like right at 43rd and State.
Yeah, we both was down the street from DuSable High School.
Yeah. One of my brothers went to DuSable High School, you know.
And they don't know, man, before they had the metal detectors, man, the stuff people had to deal with up in the school was the streets.
Yeah, DuSable was tough. DuSable was tough. My school was a little nicer. I graduated from Morgan Park High School. So I did.
Oh, y'all went on down there in the suburbs.
They was a little bougie. And I'm talking 68 though, brother. You know, because when we moved into projects in 63, they weren't really even projects yet. They were still high-rise apartments. Nobody had peed on the elevator. Wasn't no graffiti on the wall. You know, shoot. By the time I left out in 68, wasn't but one elevator working. The light was bust out that mug. Graffiti was everywhere. Hallway smelled like pee. Niggas was dying because the Blackstone Rangers and the Gangster Disciples and all of them was battling each other. It was really good to leave in 68.
You had to be really from the projects to understand this. They used to stop the elevator while you was on the elevator and rob everybody on the elevator. You know anything about that?
Yes, sir. They hit that red button, brother. That big round red button.
Yeah.
They push that in there, man. They rob you. Then take that red button off. And when you hit that red button, it stop right where the elevator is. Rob you, start it again, get off on the next floor. Yeah.
When they robbed me while I was with my mom on the elevator, and when they put their hand down there to get the stuff, my mother was like, "This ain't nothing but a young man," because it was a little hand. So I grew up in a cold world, man, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no shame with it. It is what it is, man. It made me who I am today.
Hey, man, I always claim Robert Taylor Homes, brother. I always claim the projects no matter where I live, and I live in a cute little area. But hey, I also lived in Inglewood out here, brother, for 6 years. I was loving 79th and Crenshaw. Well, actually, 1 block over Victoria. You know, I tried to play it bougie, but hey, you walk 1 block over, man, we're right in the center of all of it, you know, and I'm still going back and forth there almost every day. I was just in Inglewood at your show, you know, last night. Yeah. I was around the corner smoking cigars with Zoe, man. So, wow.
I had the studio over on 76 in Crenshaw in these buildings, Mike. It's just we had to move up out of there for technical difficulties. All of that, 76 in Crenshaw, technical difficulties.
That's right. So, how is your career for you right now? How do you feel? Do you feel like you're doing what you want to be doing, or are you getting close to it, or what?
Well, I never complain because, you know, after I moved out here to California and I found out what Hollywood was about, I knew my journey to be a big time movie star, TV star would be pretty hard because I admit, I know I don't fit in the circles of Hollywood. You know what I mean? I'm still not dissing everybody in Hollywood because, man, Michael Colyar, it's so many brothers and sisters and even white boys who have saw my act and are compelled to help me. Like, you know, Yvette Lee Bowser, Tyler Perry, all these people, they see me and they throw me a bone, man. But I'm not just talking about the brothers and sisters. The people who used to book Jay Leno, the people who are in charge of Family Guy. All these people have given me opportunities out here. So it's like Hollywood recognizes who I am. They just ain't found a lane for me. And I hope one day they find a lane for me because I believe if they ever gave me a lane, it'll be something successful, Mike. I really do.
Maybe you have to create your own lane. Maybe you have to write the vehicle yourself.
Well, that's what I'm doing nowadays. And I'm writing the vehicle in a way where it doesn't necessarily fit in with Hollywood, but Hollywood is starting to understand they're going to have to fit into what's happening on this internet because this is what people are watching, man. People be too. You get what I'm saying? But they mainly on their phones, man. You know what I'm saying? They on their computers, man. And what we do on these computers is we have limited resources, but just imagine if they gave me a real resource, if they gave you a real resource where we could put something big together, man. It'll be something that the world will tune in and see.
That's true. And TV almost gone. People ain't buying TVs no more. They're watching everything on there right here. Right? Yeah. I think if they can get a strap and strap that motherfucker right there, everybody would be happy. Because people are walking off. One lady walked off the pier in Santa Monica because she was walking and looking at her phone. And walked right off and fell down in the water, man. You know, so if we can capture on this, it's done, you know. So maybe we just need to do smaller vehicles that'll fit on that.
Yeah, these are our TV shows, the things we do right here. And, you know, it's like the numbers that we are able to capture without real advertisement and everything, they recognize it, but they still have an agenda. And this is what I want the viewers to understand. The agenda is for you to think a certain way and walk a certain way. And what I do doesn't steer you toward their agenda because I heard you say this last night, Mike. I was so proud when you said this. I'm not stupid enough to let somebody who's always dogged me out give me a shot that's supposed to help me. And because I don't do stuff like that, they have people who watch these shows, Mike. They know who you are.
They know who
I am. And they're like, well, he doesn't fit what we're trying to do. That's why you haven't been called up. Even though you probably will get called up because I mean, they pass you up so much, your name is always in circles. Trust me, people are like, well, what about Michael Colyar? It's just the powers that be are probably like,
Nah, not that nigga. Not that nigga.
That's what it is.
But my thing is, I don't worry about them because I just keep creating my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I always got like 7 projects going. And if one ain't working, the other one is working. If not, I'll sit right here, like I told you, in my kitchen and do the Michael Colyar Morning Show. I got people coming in. They buying merchandise. They booking me for gigs. You know, I'm doing the role. But I ain't waiting for nobody. I'm creating my sitcom. I've created a special for Venice Beach. I don't need but 100,000. I'm going to shoot that shit. And that sounds like a lot of money to some people. But not to people who do this. People who do this, that ain't nothing. That's a cheeseburger, you know. But the right person, the smart cat who understands what we bring and is different, they going to come. Until then, I just keep on working a little bit at a time, brother, you know.
Yeah. Well, I know you gonna find a way. Want me to tell you how I know, man? See, you from Robert Taylor Homes, man, and you ain't out here. You know where some of our people at, man.
Yeah.
They still at rock bottom, man. You finding ways, man. I recognize a guy who know how to do what has to be done wherever he at. I recognize that about you. So, man, being from the same situation you in, brother. We've already made it. That's what I tell people. I already made it.
Yeah.
I just hope them people give me a big budget one day so I can do something crazy.
Yeah, they gonna mess around and give me some money one day. I'm gonna show them some shit. They think they know how to shop. Let them fuck around and give me some money. I'm gonna show them something, you know?
Yeah, that's what's up.
So you be getting movies. I wish Tyler Perry throw me a bone. He ain't throwing me shit. I would love a Tyler Perry, but I'll take a little bone because I'm gonna turn that thing into a whole meal, you know?
Yeah.
But I ain't out here asking.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I tell you what, Michael Colyar, like when you think about it, sometimes we be in the mind of those guys who doing things. And when I say those guys who doing things, I mean everybody who's got something happening. But sometimes it's like, you know, out of sight, out of mind. So what we need to do as guys who in the position we in, reach out to people because sometimes they like, oh yeah, we could use Mike Colyar for that. Oh yeah, we can use Corey Hope for that. Because some of these brothers and sisters in positions of power, a lot of people don't understand what they have to do to get the power they got, but we understand what they have to do. So they be shocked when I reach out to them and I be like, yo, man, I already know what it is. But just crack that dope for me. Just crack it for me. And sometimes they be like, bet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. You inspired me. I'm writing Tyler Perry a letter today.
You should do that, Mike, because
I want to do it for real.
Everybody knows who you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it for real.
You are a character that will fit into so many of these movie plots that you do it, brother. And
but you know,
as you up. I'm dead ass.
I know, but a lot of people have said that has worked against me. They said so many people know who I am. They don't want to use me in the show because they don't feel like a person will see me as that character. They said no matter who you play, they just gonna see Michael Colyar, and that simply is not true. That's not true.
Not true, man. Come on, man. We saw the great Eddie Murphy do the donkey on Shrek, and then when I heard him singing in Dreamgirls, I was like, it still sounds like the donkey on Shrek, but it still worked. I love both of the movies. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, man, sometimes people say what they say, but yo, all you gotta do is get in front of that camera, right? I know whenever I get in front of that camera, it be the camera crew. They be like, who is this guy? Wow.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's them gatekeepers, man. We just gotta get past them gatekeepers, you know?
And even though it's gatekeepers out there, man, I'm telling you, man, persistency, man, especially at the level you at. And you know what I'm talking about, Mike. You know what I'm talking about. Just be persistent, man. It's like you a prideful man, but ain't nothing wrong with stepping to people and saying, "What's up, brother? Can I get a chance to get in front of the camera with you?" Woo, woo, woo. It be people sometimes that you don't even know are fans of yours. You know what I mean? They be like, "Oh, that's Michael Colyar. Come on, man. Yeah, get Michael Colyar. He can do this. He can do that in the movie."
Well, all you folks who are watching this, you heard me say it today. I'm writing Tyler Perry a note today. On this day that we celebrate the transition of Paul Mooney, who was my great friend. I mean, we went way back, brother. Paul Mooney, he showed me how to get money, man. You know, because I like to tell a story about Robin Harris used to go do a room with this guy named Kenny Adams. Do you know Kenny Adams in Cleveland?
No.
Janky promoter. But he had gigs when we was coming up, and Robin would go down and run that room, and one day he couldn't make it and let me go in his place. And so it was me and Paul Mooney. And I never forget, I came on the cheapest flight. He picked me up, Kenny Adams picked me up in his car. He owed me money to this day. Picked me up in his car. I think he had a pair of drawers in the back seat and a chewed up apple. His car was dirty. And then took me to his house. I had to stay in a room in his house. I think I remember the bed when he made up. A room in his house is where I stayed. Paul Mooney came first class. He was in a limo. And halfway through the day we was talking, he said, I'm hungry. They stopped everything and took us all to eat. And I was like, wow. And Paul Mooney said, well, you know, brother, they don't treat you better because you're not asking for more. You got to ask for triple of what you think you want. You're going to get half as many people, but you're going to double up your money. And in the end, you're going to get greater respect. And from that day on, man, I started charging them up, you know. And so, yeah, I love Paul Mooney for that, you know. And he was just always cool with me, though. I did a show on Mondays at Maverick Flats. So he would call me and say, oh, nigga, is this nigga Monday? And I say, yeah, we having comedy tonight. Oh, nigga, well, I'm bringing Eddie Murphy, and you're going to owe me twice, nigga. You know, and so he was really cool, and I miss him. And I had to tell you, his brother, I talked to his brother today, Rudy, who took care of him in his final days. And Rudy said that, he said, you know, last night he asked for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. He said, I went to make him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. By the time I came back to the room, he was gone. And he said, I know how to resuscitate. So I was trying to resuscitate him, and I couldn't get him resuscitated. So the white guys come in the ambulance, you know, the medics come, and they worked with him for 2 hours. And he said, well, what really blew my mind is they were all white, and they kept saying, man, we got to save this guy. This is Paul Mooney. We got to save this guy. This is Paul Mooney. And it meant so much because Paul Mooney made his living talking about white people, making them run the hell out the room. And these 4 white guys they were trying to kill themselves to bring Paul Mooney back. And I just thought that was ironically funny and wonderful, you know, for his final moments, you know?
Wow. Yeah, no, that's some insight. That's wow. That's like, wow. That's crazy. You that's good to even know that, you know what I'm saying? We all gotta go, man. And
Gotta go.
It's good that he died with his people right by him.
His family right there.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you at ease. You at ease. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna you ain't never ready to go, but at least you got your people right there, man.
I dug this picture up because everybody throwing their pictures up with Paul. And it's like one of the last times I was in public with Paul. I have this shirt called the nigga shirt. And you know, he's famous for saying nigga. Oh, nigga. Nigga, 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 nigga. You know? And so I have this shirt. It was just a coincidence that he was in the club the night I was selling these shirts. My nigga shirt stands for naturally invoking God's greatest attributes. You know?
Wow.
So, and then on the back, it shows you that the word nigga came from Africanic countries, brother, and it all meant words like God or king or leader or queen, you know, in every language, in every Africanic language, nigga meant, you know, king, God, emperor, serpent. So white folks actually took the word that meant the most to us, the word we held in the highest esteem, and used that to make us fight each other and to beat each other with it. You know, the people be like, man, don't say that word, nigga. My grandmother was in civil rights. She died for that word. No, she didn't. She died because them white folks hated her ass. They could have said peanut butter and jelly and kill her anyway. It had shit to do with the word, you know? So, I'm glad I had that picture.
That's real, man. You know, and it's like, it's actually sad thinking about how many of our people don't know that. Niggas. Yes. They don't know what it is. It's niggas.
Niggas. Exactly.
Caucasian people have done awful shit. Their history in this country is all awful shit. And it's like, if you say something like that, the average black person is looking at you like, you gonna get in trouble. Hey man, I'm already in trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you are absolutely right. It's niggas. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, in Ethiopia, you're right. Ethiopia is niggas.
Yeah.
You know, in India is naga. You know, Nagini in India as well. Nakir is Islamic or Arabic, which means black angel or serpent king. You know, and so he was sitting with me that day. I gave him one of these shirts, man, and he just smiled. Did you know his sons, the Mooney twins?
Yeah, I met them since I've been out here too, man.
What they come back. Yeah. I've been knowing them 25, 30 years as well, you know, and they do comedy together. So it's a loss, man, but the good thing is we had it. Like, I ain't sad about it. The brother's 79. He been here. He did his stuff, man. He hung out with Murphy and hung out with Pryor. He really wrote most of Pryor's a lot of Pryor's earliest stuff. And even when Richard Pryor had his own TV show on NBC, no black man had ever had a variety show, you know, especially sketch on NBC. And here comes Richard Pryor, who had Who We Just Lose, who just lost, bang, bang, bang. Who was that? Who always said bang, 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 gotta coordinate.
Yeah. His nickname came, that we know his nickname came off the TV show. Everybody called him Pops.
Yeah, and everybody called him Pops. I can't believe that I'm blanking on John Witherspoon.
I was just gonna say it. I was like, his name is John Witherspoon, and I worked with him on Black Jesus. And I'm here to tell you, man, John Witherspoon and my brother Charlie Murphy was two of the realest brothers I ever met. And I'll always say this, Michael Colyar. These people are so funny off stage. I'm talking about off stage.
Without even trying.
They make the set worth coming to. When we used to go to Black Jesus, I'm like, I hope Charlie Murphy get into one of his stories, or I hope Witherspoon get into one of his moods where he feel like going. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm blessed to have met those two brothers, man. And I really can't believe how fast life is when I think about it. And I always thank God for my time.
Yes.
Because I understand how this go.
Yeah. We could be gone in a minute, man. So all of this, I'm just thrilled and grateful for the life I have. You know, and I said it before, I said it again. It's a lot of people making more money than me, but ain't nobody having more fun than me. Fuck no. Ain't nobody having more fun than me.
We the Taylors, man. We know it. Man, look, man, I done seen absolutely nothing. Mm-hmm. So when you give me an apartment and you give me a situation where I ain't really hurting every week, this is like, I tell people, man, I did make it. Corey Holcomb, when you gonna make it? Homie, I made it. I don't know what you want.
Yeah, how much making we gotta do. And besides, who is the richest? The richest is he who is content with what he has, man. Yeah. If you already happy with what you got and you still constantly getting a little bit more and a little bit more, man, life is jazzy, man. It's worth living, you know?
When I go to Cleveland, I go to Mr. Albert's, I spend money.
I always go to Mr. Albert's and spend. This shirt came from Mr. Albert's. Absolutely.
But see, we in Chicago, we got our stores where you hit. In certain cities where we get to go in there because we got a couple of dollars in our pocket and we get to go shopping. Like we leave out with bags and stuff. That's everything to me, man. Ain't nothing really else out here I want. I mean, like, do I want more money? Yeah, I take more money. But I'm tell you, man, I got a car that's really is up to date outside. I got what?
So you know, all our needs are met. That's
anything
the main
my
thing.
mother want, I could just shoot it to her. Here, mom, you need some money here.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? What am I complaining about in this world? Nothing.
You can't beat a complaint out of me. My friend David said that. DJ Dave Williams said that. You can't beat a complaint out of me. Let me see. I got some questions in this box. Let me see. Just a comment, not a question. Much respect to this brother and you, both men who hold tight to your integrity. As Paul Mooney, your genius is not for sale. True to your art. Somebody, Sheila Stapleton said, Corey, baby. The real Bonnie Chambers said, I'm a huge fan of you, Corey. You've been in a lot of movies. Corey used to work at my son's school, Horace Mann. Did you work at a school called Horace Mann?
Horace Mann. I don't know the school. Maybe I know a Horace. I don't know. But look, man, one thing I found out about this world, man, sometimes I see people picture on the internet and I don't really recognize it's them. But
right.
When I see people in person, I be like, what's up? They be like, oh, man, I be talking to you on the internet all the time. That is you. Wow. So, you know what I'm saying? It's people out here, man. I've been around, Mike. I've been around. Wow. If you're from Chicago, you probably done seen me, especially at our age group and around our age group, are the premier type brothers from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? They know us, Mike.
But you talking about our age group, but you don't have any gray hair yet. At least you don't have any gray hair showing.
Man, this is hair dye. Mike, this is my residual self.
Oh,
hey, man, I've been married before, man. I'm stressed out.
If you don't have no gray hair, get married. You gonna get some gray hair.
I'm actually still married, to be quite honest. You know what I'm saying? And
really?
I still love my wife, but you know what I'm saying? This is a cold world, and the way it really works is this. The people who used to be around you, what do they got to say about you? I'm here to tell you, me and my wife, I believe we still friends. And I'm proud, even though we been at war like the Whitfields or whatever they call it.
The Hatfields and the McCoys.
Wife in Chicago at the Cotton Club. And you got to be real Chi-Town to know what that is.
Yeah.
I'm at the Cotton Club in Chicago. And, you know, we have our falling outs or whatever, but that I believe if I needed her, I need this, she got my back. And I'm the same way with her. And most of the people I've been around, I still got their back. If I feel like it makes sense, though. Because I got homies my age still calling me, hey, Corey, I'm locked up, man. They say I robbed somebody. I'm like, you did. Stop it.
They say I robbed somebody.
Right. It's real time.
Do people be writing to your show, the 5150, asking for money? I get that a lot on my show. People, I can't pay my light bill. And here's my cash app. Now, they can't pay their bill, but they got a cash app, nigga.
Right.
Wait, what?
Well,
okay.
It's simple with this. If I know you and you ask me for something, it's different. Now, I don't know people when I ask for donations, but I promise you, I'm putting it into the shows and everything I put out there. But it's hard for me to just give you some money and I don't know you. Like, you know me, doing the 5150 show and producing this product, I don't charge you to watch the show and things like that. And I'm not trying to write out of it, but I'm talking to the people who really, really down to earth and from the streets and know what's up. It's hard for me to just give somebody some money that I don't know.
That's right. Me too. Me too. Just because you asked.
My mama used to stretch a welfare check that was about $300 for a whole month with 5 kids.
Wow.
So this is what I'm saying, man. Y'all got to understand, man, if I see a brother really down on his luck, he might be able to get something out of me in the person. He might be, like when I see people begging for change, sometimes I test them. I'll be like, hey, man, so you hungry? Yeah, man, I'm hungry. I'll be like, come on, I'm going to go over here and get you something to eat. I ain't gonna never let nobody be hungry in front of me, Mike.
That's right.
I ain't gonna never let nobody be hungry in front of me.
That's right.
But I laugh sometimes. Sometimes them dudes be like, man, I don't want nothing. You know I want some money, man. I gotta go get out. I gotta give them for their honesty.
You gotta honor that honesty. You gotta.
It's a cold world, man. Everybody don't know how to give money, man. But just sitting up asking people you don't know and they don't know you for money, I don't have no guilt with ignoring that because I don't know you. But if I know you or if I can see you, it makes my mind and body work a different way. So when people ask me for money, I decline it a lot because I don't know you.
So the 5150 show, how long have you been doing it now? How many years?
Long time, Mike. I don't even really remember. I'm just living this game, man. I do TV shows. Don't even watch the TV show. I'm out here trying to put this work in, man, because this is my therapy, man. Getting any type of success at this comedy game keeps me doing it. And I get a lot of success. Of course, people don't always see my success, but I am very successful at this comedy game, man.
Right.
A-list clubs, and I wasn't at first allowed to work the A-list clubs because of who I am. But because I started doing the 5150 show, Mike, it started opening doors, because those people who were going to those A-list clubs used to fill out them comment cards, when y'all gonna have Corey Holcomb here?
Yeah, exactly.
And it started opening doors. So they took a chance with me, and they saw I could sell tickets.
Yeah.
They booked me at the A-list comedy clubs, man. And I'm aware of that. And I be like, I am so glad that I am allowed to get this hustle on, man. You know, for my organization and all my charity. You know what I mean?
Yes. And that's what it comes down to in these clubs, bro. The only color they really looking at there is green, bro. They don't care what color you are. If you can get them butts in them seats, dude, they're going to bring you, and they're going to bring you back again and again. I did clubs. The pandemic, I'm sorry for people it didn't work out for, but the pandemic was pretty good for me. I had one of my best years in 20, you know.
Michael Colyar, right before they shut the country down, I had just worked the Chicago club out there in the suburbs, Waukegan. No, it's not Waukegan. I'm sorry. They got a comedy club, an improv out there in Chicago. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Man, listen, man, that thing was wall to wall all weekend. I went and put, I went and put work in. So when the pandemic hit, I wasn't at zero because the people take care of me, and that's what I say. Yo, man, that 5150, I am living proof that there is a go path, a back door to the fame. And one day somebody is going to sit down and put a story together about, well, Corey Holcomb didn't get this and he didn't get that, but he right there with them guys. I'm right there with him, man. I just don't get the big budgets from the, like the Sonys and all like that. But I ain't saying it might not come. It might come.
Right. You just haven't got it yet, because you got a lot of followers. We were watching your show from the cigar bar, me and Zoe, last night, and we was watching your show, and you had like 4,300 people watching. I said, what the fuck? 43, what is he selling? What the fuck is he giving away? By the time we got up from our chair to go around, and you was up to 5,300 people online. I was like, what is going on? So
you and Zoe came. I can't wait to see the numbers for this week, because it's gonna get out there. Oh, Michael Colyar is okay. Oh man, let me tune in and watch this. So, man, listen, man, Michael, don't ever be scared to speak from the heart, even though I know telling you that ain't nothing on there talking about what you said yesterday. Man, I was so proud of you when you said something about crack and all that. Hey man, a pimp dude. Well, he ain't no pimp no more, but a brother who used to be in the game, he told me, his name was Gorgeous Drake.
Okay.
He said, man, you better tell people who you are before somebody else tell people who you are. Because once you tell them who you are, what they say ain't nothing. It ain't nothing, man. That's why it's harder to bring me down. People be like, ain't you scared to say that? I'm like, my audience know I say that. So when you get mad at me for that, that's going to make my audience watch me more.
Exactly. And that's why I tell my truth on the stage. You can't hurt me with my shit, because I told my shit before you. And I know that's why God allowed me to be an addict for 23 years, because he knew I was going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
That joke you do about Case in the House, I ain't never forget it. See, that was my first time ever seeing you do that joke. And when you was running around that theater, we was that, man.
That is so much fun to do. When I bring that back, it still works,
Man, don't ever. Hey, look, I'm going to think of a way you can flip it, where you can bring it back where it's almost new. You know
I love that shit.
Right, these boys out here now, they mixing the Xannies and the Perks together, Mike. So they do crazy stuff, too. Man,
they finding a new high every day out here, man.
Oh, yeah. And
I want them to know that they are welcome to it. I had my ride. I'm good. I'm good for life,
Yeah.
Wow.
You stay that way too, Mike. You look good, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. They got the song called "I'm Glad I Don't Look Like What I've Been Through." And
Yeah.
I like that song, you know, cause shoot, I was out there, man. But 2020 was good for me. It was salt and pepper because at first I was booked everywhere, every weekend for 8 months, and then on March 13th, everything closed at once. So all of a sudden, all those gigs were gone, and I just thank God for my morning show. And I want to say shout out to 5150. A whole bunch of your folks came to the morning show this morning because I was on your show last night. They showed up, man. They showed up, and shoot, this got me work. Being on this show, I'm going out all the time now. Every weekend, I'm going out.
Memphis.
Huh?
You going to Memphis?
This week, Memphis. I fly out here in the morning, you know, 6
Just
shows.
let me know, them 51 people, just 5150 people, let me know if they show up in Memphis.
I'm going to shout them out at every show. I'm going to ask them. I'm going to ask at every show.
I know they're going to show up. I done
know
had people tell me, Corey, I done did this. I done did that. Woo, woo, woo. But you know what they say to me when they see me out in the street? 5150. I be like, I feel good because I'm like, yo, man, it has power. It makes it where I'm able to work around the country, man. This thing that I do. And they listen to me. I'm telling you, man, all them 5150 people that might be in the chat room right now, man. Y'all make sure if y'all in Memphis, go support Michael Colyar, man.
Let me see. I thought I'll open them comments up and see what's what. And plus, let me ask you a couple of these questions. You got 18 questions in the box. Somebody said, the improv you're talking about is in Schaumburg, Illinois.
Schaumburg, Illinois. That's right. They took care of me. They shut the country down. I got home that Monday. The country was shut down that Tuesday. And,
oh, wow.
You know, it is what it is, man. I ain't got no complaints, man. What I look like complaining about anything out here, man. It's beautiful.
Corey, what is the controversial joke? Somebody said, I loved the controversial joke. Do you still tell it?
I don't know which one. I got so many of them. They call it controversial. You know what I'm saying? Still say faggot.
Oh, man. Oh, you still say that there. That could be controversial.
Yeah. And you know
especially what right now since they all alphabets.
They what? They what?
Alphabets. LBQTXYZR. All I can't keep up.
Man, them come after me, man, because they know what it is, man. I remember I had Flame on my show. It was like a curveball they wasn't ready for. Because, see, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't hate nobody until you do something to me. Once I identify you as doing something to me, I'll go at you.
Well, you have one fan said, Troy, his name is Troy Barshi, said, man, seeing Corey and Zoe come back together was dope. I love the brothers. Yeah, man.
I was so glad. I already knew Zoe was going to come see me one day, man. That little fallout we had ain't nothing, man. That ain't nothing.
Wow.
No grudge, nothing like that. Me and Zoe, sometimes brothers get into it, man. Sometimes brothers get into it. But now one of us swung on each other, and we have talked on the phone, and everything got squashed, man, the way it's supposed to be. I talked to Bill Bellamy today.
Oh, nice.
I said something about him on my show. And I asked Bill Bellamy, after talking to him, I say, well, you know what? Maybe I jumped the gun. If Bill said, no, Corey, it wasn't like that, and he explained what he had to explain. So when I go on my show next week, I'm going to let everybody know, maybe I jumped the gun on Bill Bellamy because it was of hearsay. And you know what I did wrong? I didn't call him first. That's what I was supposed to do. And that's what he told me. And I knew he was right. That's why I had to bow down. I was like, okay, you right. You right. But we know each other enough to get in touch with each other, man. So I should have called him.
Real men can squash it anyway. I mean, it's them kids who got to keep it going and drag it on and drag it. And there's no one benefits from that shit. Yeah. So that was real cool. The 5150 people in here, man, they in here, bro. And somebody said, when you coming to Philadelphia, I guess they asking you, they said 5100. Did you ever go to 4950 and 4949? DJ Sluggo's house parties.
Are you crazy? Hell yeah. Hey, DJ Sluggo, and anybody who watching DJ Sluggo, who know DJ Sluggo, I'm coming to Chicago in about a month. I'm trying to shoot a video. I need some jukers and jackers, them dancers. I need to gather a group of those people, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think how they can get in touch with me. I don't. It's the 5150 show email. Go on there. Or go on that Google thing or whatever. I need some jukers and jackets. Yeah, DJ Sluggo. DJ Sluggo. Sluggo because he used to super sock, motherfucker.
He used to super sock people.
What? What? Do I know?
Wait a minute. What's a super sock? He says that's why they call him Sluggo. He a super sock. Wait a minute, you got a lot of 5150 folk to jump on here, man. Corey, a damn fool. Corey's up, come back together. That's dope. Okay, we ain't going nowhere. 5150 Nation, they said. 5150 Nation, two real brothers chopping it up. When you coming to Pennsylvania? When are you going to Pennsylvania?
I'm not sure. We were there not too long ago. It's probably been about 5 months now since we was in Philly. They was getting ready to shut the city down while I was at the club because of the whole thing. But they shut the city back down that week. Man, I dodged a lot of bullets when it comes to shutting cities down. But when I was supposed to go back to Schaumburg a month ago, they had shut. Chicago still ain't open. But still, I got no complaints. Everybody, I'm coming when they get me there. And I'm trying to get there. So when you get to these comedy clubs or wherever you frequent, you drop the name of the comedians that you like, because those people, them white people that are looking at seeing who they book the people who name y'all drop. They be like, oh, well, let me see what's happening with this guy. So y'all keep mentioning my name at all these clubs. And, you know, I perform in front of any crowd. All the crowds, I like them.
Somebody said, when you bringing Godfrey back to 5150?
Godfrey gonna come back, man. When Godfrey come to LA, Godfrey called me up and he come see me. Godfrey, you know,
cool.
Right?
Huh?
You know Godfrey, right?
Heck yeah, I've been knowing Godfrey for years. That brother's great.
They don't know Godfrey used to play for the University of Illinois football team. Godfrey was a monster. A monster. I'm telling you.
Wow.
It's just all the dudes who played in front of him, they went pro. I'm telling you.
That's right.
Godfrey, I used to hang with Godfrey and his brother.
Chicago might not be open in general, but Damon Williams Club is. Riddles, and I'm telling you, brother, I went down there and got a sack, man. He will work out a door deal with you that will blow your mind. I'm really, out of all the clubs I played in the last 2 months, I made the most with Damon Williams in Chicago with Riddles.
I'm glad you got that connect to get out there in Chicago and get that money, because they've been tripping. They've been shutting it down, man. So if Damon made a way for you to get the money, man, that's good, man. As we should, man.
He just started back up. He just started back up like 3 weeks ago, you know, and he just started testing it. But, man, I just kept selling out. I sold out 2 before I got there, 4 when I got there, and then by the next day we sold out 6. You know, once they know you there, they coming.
The people ready to get out too, man.
They ready to get out. Nigga, they stir crazy, man. They can't wait to get out.
Yeah, man. They can't wait to get out. That's what's up, man. Congrats on that.
Man, I thank you so much for coming on here, bro. What can we expect? What can we see from you? I know 5150 gonna be there live and well. What else you doing?
I got some music on Spotify that I hope people go on there, and it's on Apple Music too. I hope people go on there and just, because those donations that you give me for that music help me put together this album. I'm getting ready to release an album. I just didn't want to release it as an audio project. I'm going to release it as a video project, and I'm going to make all the things connect together that lead to the next video. And I believe it's going to be something that a lot of people going to be like, yo, you really did this? Because, like, when I go to these cities and I try different songs, I have people who are really in the industry walk up to me.
Mm-hmm.
You wrote that? I was like, yeah, I wrote that. So that's my next venture, man. In the next month or two, I plan on having this album done, man. My brother Kevin Hart, I told him, I said, yo, Kev, can you help me with what I'm doing? And, you know, Kevin, that's my man. He like, what? Because I never asked him for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he told me he got my back, whatever I need. So I'm going to try to use him as the, man, you want to be a producer on this, Kev? Whatever you got to do. Help me get this in front of the people, Kev, because if I get this in front of the people, I ain't going to never look back.
Man, he's a brilliant guy, and he's always helping people, man. You know, he helped a lot of folks, and I'm proud artists that when they get on, they really help people. That Tiffany Haddish, she ain't forgot nobody. She bring everybody along. She came on the show with me. It was so good. At first, she was moving a little slow, though. I think maybe she must smoke the fat one. I don't know. But she was moving a little slow. And then we got to sparring because she was telling me about her garden, right? So I know she got a big mansion somewhere, but she still got a house in Compton, right? And so she took David Letterman to that house when he did the interview to show her little backyard, right? So she's sitting there and she's like, well, I be growing vegetables in my garden. I said, really? What kind? She named like 14 vegetables. So I said, bitch, you done grown 14 vegetables in that little ass garden. She's like, fuck you, Michael Colyar. Then the interview started. That's when that shit took off. From then on, everything we said was like boom, boom, boom. But she is down to earth. She ain't forgot nobody, man, and she is making it work out there. So I really applaud and salute any of the guys who make it. And remember, there's a whole lot of the folks down here struggling that could just use a little bit of help. You know, like me, I don't need a handout. I just need a hand. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I tell some people, man, hey, man, do me a favor. Crack that dough for me a little bit. That's all you got to do. Just crack the dough. I'll take it from there.
Yeah. Let me get my toe in. I can wiggle the rest. Hell yeah. Wait a minute.
That's right.
Let me get down here. Oh, man. Okay. Just dropping in. Salute you and Corey from North Carolina. 5150 Nation. DJ Tony Cutlass. Wow.
That's the homie. Man, the man, whenever I'm in North Carolina, he at the show. Whenever I'm near the South, anywhere, he drive down there, show me love. The man bring alcohol. He a house music DJ too, man. He good people. You will meet him one day, Michael Colyar.
I want to meet him.
Yeah, you gonna meet him. He gonna walk up on you. He look going to the back of everything. He's a what they call that set? Southern hospitality type brother.
Oh, nice.
Hospitality.
Well, Corey.
See what Corey talking about.
Tell me about that dude you was with last night on your show. He's a musical guy, and he had on glasses with a third eye, and he had dreadlocks and took his shirt off and had tattoos everywhere. He's a music dude.
Man, look, I filmed the video, Michael Colyar. From the 5150 to show up because I need an audience. He was one of the guys that showed up. And like in between us shooting the video, he was singing and stuff like that. And I saw him. I was like, oh, this guy got personality. This guy's standing out. His name is Precise.
Precise, right?
Precise. Let me tell you something, man. I ain't seen no bullshit out of Precise since I've been around him. Because I be watching it and I be waiting on it. But then he's a solid brother, man. I took him with me on the road this past week to Oklahoma City. You know, that's his hometown.
Yeah.
Was in his bliss.
He was what?
He was so happy to get back home and perform on stage like that. I was happy for him. It was work because you know them comedy clubs don't give me budgets to take chances on other acts. See? But I spend that money because I know it's gonna pay off one day. It's gonna pay off one day, man.
So what did he do? Did he do music or did he do comedy?
He do the music, man. Mike, at the end of my shows, I'm doing my music. And it's like, I love when the people who ain't never seen it before see it because I get that big blow up explosion from the songs I write. And I'm like, yo, this is so worth it, man. I started doing this when the pandemic hit.
Right.
I had a feeling it was good, but you know what I'm saying? I can't toot my own horn.
Right.
Down the road, man, we kill them with these songs. We kill them with these.
Man, send me his information. I got to bring him on my morning show. Send me the information.
I will, man. You bring Precise on your morning show, man. He a good brother. Stand up, brother. Stand up.
He seemed like he had just great energy, you know. Hey, y'all, he had on sunglasses that had the third eye, right? So he had the three, but the third eye had a marijuana leaf in it. It was like, this shit is, he was out there, you know?
But yo, Mike, when I did the video, man, I met so many good people who just watched the 5150 show and they came and supported, man. Mike, I can't wait to show the world this video because it's really a standout song. And it's my comedy. I know how to take my comedy and turn it into songs because I found a musical director type dude who know what he doing.
Nice.
Yo, this is gonna be my secret weapon in the game.
I love it. Are you telling the name of it yet?
it's gonna be that song gonna be on the album. That's why I ain't released it. But I have songs out. Go on Spotify, go on Apple Music, and buy that song. I'll be borrowing your broad. It's one of my theme songs to life.
You know? I'll be borrowing your broad.
Your broad. And I got another song. The obese single mom will always provide shelter for me. Because
wow.
Hey, Mike, I take my hat off to all of the sisters that used to take me in when I used to be out there on the road and ain't have nothing. So I make a joke about it. It's all Corey Holcomb type stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. That's perfect. That will be funny. It will hit. That shit will hit. The beat, if the beat is good too.
What? Mike, I'm telling you, man, this stuff is good I'm doing, man. When people hear this stuff, they be like, that's you. Yeah. Look, I'm not saying I got the greatest voice in the world.
Right, right.
Put the note, and my comedy pulls it all off. It pulls it all off. So something I'm proud of. It's something I'm proud of.
You make that shit work. You make it work.
So look, look, going on Apple Music or Spotify and all that. And y'all, it's just donations. All that stuff is donations to help me get back in my own studio, 5150. You dig?
Yeah. And I put I just posted mine too, so people can. I put my Cash App up just in case y'all want to drop some scriptlets.
Right.
And then somebody asked how to get the nigga shirt. You know, y'all can go to my webpage now on that one. It's easy to go to the webpage, which is therealmichaelcolyar.com, or y'all can just email me, ComicKing123.
I want to meet up with you and buy one of them shirts. When you in the LA area,
you
got like let me see, I wear like a 2X, 3X, 2X.
I got that. I got a 2 and a 3. Which one you want?
Bring the 3.
I'm going to put the 3X in the trunk of my car. So if I'm in town anywhere, I'm going to swing by. I'll drop one off. Even I'll drive by your club and drop one off. By the show and drop one off, you know? Let's do the exchange program because you have my favorite T-shirt in the whole wide world. The pregnant woman on the front that said pregnant girlfriends mess up marriages.
Yeah.
And on the back, she said, I'm keeping it.
Right. I think I'm going to have to print some more of them, Mike, just because you said that. I've had
at least 8 of them from you. I love those shirts, man.
I got you.
I wear that shirt all through the airport. People be like, nigga, you wrong for that. I be like,
Mike, how much you selling shirts for?
These 20.
Bring 5 of them. Bring a 1X. No, bring an XL, a large XL, 2X, 3X.
Wow.
Bring 5 of them. I'm gonna
buy them. I'm gonna put 5 in the car. I got you. You in there like swimwear, man. I have loved this, brother. It's been so. I can't believe this. Wait a minute. I'm trying to look. Dude, you did the whole hour, man. I thought in 30 minutes you'd be tired of this shit. Be trying to break camp. But, man, you made it through the whole hour, man. That's awesome.
Mike, man, listen, man. I root for you, brother. I'm a fan, brother.
Thank you.
We've been out here a long time, man. So, you know what I'm saying? If I can help you, I will. And if I need your help, I'm going to be like, Mike.
Hey, please do it. Please call me. People ask me where's the chicken. Please, this chicken don't have nothing to do with it. But yeah, the chicken is right here. I don't move without the chicken. You know, so yeah, man, we sitting here and have fun, man, and I'm doing it right at the house. We have a mutual admiration association here, brother. I admire you. I love your work. I love that you don't bite your tongue, and your brain is great. You come up with really funny shit, and you ain't afraid to put them doofies. Don't make me come in there now, man.
I don't want none though. I'm old.
Yeah, but you ain't afraid to get something though. You don't want none, but you ain't afraid to get
look, DJ Sluggo, I bet you old too now. I know you probably be like, hey, brother, we black. Let's talk it out.
Can we talk about it? What do you want to leave people with before we get out of here? I mean, you made the full hour, King. You made the full hour.
Listen, let me tell everybody out there that's listening to this, man. Look, your dreams are not in that bed. Get your ass out that bed and say something, man. Say something. Say something. Because if you don't lie to yourself, you're going to get what you're chasing. Remember that.
That's right. Oh, that's right, bro. Two things you inspired me to do. On the day of the transition of Paul Mooney, I'm going to write a very heartfelt letter to Tyler Perry. Who knows if he'll see it. He get 1 million a day. but I'm writing it with the right spirit and say, hey man, what up? What we doing? What up? You know, just let me get a toe in, crack the dude just a little bit.
Put your picture on the envelope. Make it one of them big envelopes and post it on there. Tyler, it's me. He gonna read it.
But where would you send an actual written letter? I was just gonna jump on his Instagram. Where would you send an actual letter? You mean send over to the studio and send in the studio in Atlanta?
But why not?
But why not?
I walk up to the gate, and everybody gonna know you when you walk up to the gate, and you had a letter in like one of them big envelopes to say, hey, how y'all doing? I know y'all probably ain't gonna let me in to go talk to the brother, or can I get an appointment to talk to him? If not, will you please give him this package? Them people are gonna make sure that Tyler Perry get that package, because Tyler Perry got a lot of good people working for him, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he do. He do.
A lot of odds, man. See, I know where he come from, man. Tyler Perry was out there doing them plays, and that was back when you could sell them CDs and all that. That's how they money, man. Tyler Perry, man, them people are hustlers, man. They come from the rock bottom, man. So, man, I'm telling you, man, it's you got Tyler Perry, you got a whole bunch of people. If you sit down and think of it, get your letter together and let them people see your face, man. It's all about, oh yeah, I can use him for this. He's helped.
That's right,
man. He's helped out a lot of people.
He helped, man. He's doing it all the time. I had one of his stars on my morning show today, Javon Johnson, who plays the lead in the show called The Oval. You know, and he was awesome. The interview this morning, man. If y'all didn't see the show this morning, go to YouTube, put in The Michael Colyar Morning Show. It was show number 203. We've done 203 shows, brother. 5 days a week. We grinding over here, man.
I can't believe I'm forgetting the brother name who put me in Think Like a Man too. I can't believe I'm forgetting my brother name. This is a black man who just saw me and helped me out, man. They out there, Mike. They will.
I loved seeing you in that too, and I was happy when I saw you. I was like, oh, Corey's in there, you know?
Yeah, he opened doors for me, man. He opened the brothers that watch my comedy, who know I'm not what I'm made out to be. They throw me bones, man, and they don't know how much they help me, man, just by throwing me them bones. Because I take it from there, I run with it. You get
I love how you're gracious enough to accept them bones, you know? Because some people are like, no, man, I don't need you to do shit for me. But man, hey,
Will Packer. Will Packer. I can't believe I forgot your name.
Oh, Will Packer put you in there?
Man, Will Packer helped me get in a couple of movies just by dropping my name to the people who doing it.
Man, I sure want to work with Will Packer, man.
Man, Will Packer, man. Thank you, Will Packer, for all you ever did to help me.
He bad boy. He bad boy.
Yeah.
He the truth, man.
Yeah.
And so are you, man. I'm so honored that you came today. Put them comments back up as you leaving out of here, man. Tell people how to find you. 5150. What else? What they do? How they find you?
Google the Corey Holcomb 5150 show and let the adventure begin. Sign up, do all that stuff that helps with the numbers. I don't never do the technical stuff. I let people do that for me. Because I swear, man, right now I'm finna get ready to grind and get out here and finish this song I gotta finish today. And you know, I ain't got no complaints about life. I'm out there. 5150. That's what it is.
I love it, man. And I say I'm in the same space, brother. I have no complaints about life. I'm out there. I'm going to use that line note. I'm going to tell you now so you don't say my Kai stole my shit. Get out there and let the adventure begin. I love that shit.
Let the adventure begin, man. I like being somewhere where I don't know what's going to happen.
I love it, man.
Best in me.
Before I close this show, I want to make sure I take these off of you, man, so people can see your face, man. You are a king, a gentleman, a great comedian, man. I love your grind. You don't give it up. I sat on the 5150 show and had the time of my life. I wish I'd sat there the whole time. We only had like 20 minutes, but we chopped it up so good. And then your folks coming and follow. A whole bunch are on right now watching this show. And I want to thank you. Salute to all the 5150 folks who dropped in here with us, man. God bless y'all. Keep supporting this man. He is a king. He is worthy. I appreciate you, man. God bless you real good.
All right, love, man. I'm going to cut this AC on. I'm going to holler at y'all.
All right. See you. Thank you, man. It's Corey Holcomb, yo.
All right, Mike. Be good.